This shit is unscripted, real and raw, no gimmick. Two sisters who's winning and representing on business. Business.
Okay, do y'all have stories, maybe about the worst red flag you might have ignored in your 20s?
Worst red flag in my 20s.
I got mine.
Okay.
So my red flag, I feel like in my 20s, when you young and you turn, a dude always wants to fly you out. A person, period. You know what I'm saying? With the flying out thing. If I could teach the young girls like the proper rules with flying out, a flight is easy for anybody to do. Anybody will fly some vajayjay to them. That's easy. And I need our generation, the younger generation, to get that about themselves. I went through an era where a dude fly you out, you
no, I'm getting excited about it too, but I still would set boundaries though.
Yeah, I did, but I've had I think someone asked me that too before. Like, I've had a horror story or two with the fly out thing. The nigga not even who he say he's supposed to be. Or, it ain't giving what it was given on the internet. And those are the things that ladies, y'all have to start paying attention to about the fly out and linking up with people you don't know in your 20s, is that play the long run. If a man will chase you for months and months and months, baby, that's the best way to play it. That give you time to get to know a person, learn things about them, see some red flags before you even take yourself out of your comfortability. When I'm on TikTok, I see so many horror stories. Girls getting flew out, get stuck. First of all, don't ever go out of town flying somewhere without money, just in case of an emergency. But in 20s, we know that's what women do, because they just naive. Like, make sure you always got you before you take that trip, or do some homework. Ain't nothing wrong with Googling people and checking background and doing the proper steps before flying out, because I've seen girls on TikTok, y'all, like, fly out to dudes and the dudes rob them. X, Y, and Z on TikTok be going down. Y'all don't be on there, but it be going down. And I be like, oh my goodness, like, what? How do you know better? But you can't judge, because you could have been in that similar situation. You feel what I'm saying? And I know
by doing the same things at that age.
Exactly. So my advice to women, as far as flying out, is do your due diligence to find out who that person is, and make sure you're comfortable. Get a reference or two. I'm big on references. Try to get you a reference or two, and secure yourself and never go out of town unprepared, where anything can happen and you can't get back. That'll be my advice on that. You ain't got no fly out stories? You had a fly out era?
I definitely have had a fly out era, but I'm trying to think. Any horror stories?
We know they ain't got none.
No, because most of the time honestly, most of the time I would get to know them just a little bit more, because I've had situations where guys would try to fly me out, and I know that their intentions only is to fly me out, get something that they want so they can get what they want in return. And I was never on that.
And why go?
Yeah, I was never on that. So it's like the moment I felt that type of way about it, it's like, I'm not even going to go out there and play with you, because I know I'm not going to lay up with you for any, I'll
and that
fly,
just also play into your character, because first of all, no offense, like my sister said, it's not that I haven't been propositioned to be flown out.
No, for sure.
You just arrange
them so they know.
A lot of flights has been offered. I promise you.
Get on the flight.
Still till this day, the flight offers are there. Like, I could have seen the world for real. Not even playing. And I think God, he's trying to be funny when he do that to me. Like, why would you send him over here asking me to go out of town, or her, or whoever? But when it comes to that, I am big on that, because it's just like, I haven't flown out for a situation of that caliber. But
she's so silly.
What I would like to say to that is, first of all, going out of town, I don't care if it's a paid-for trip, if it's a brand deal. I don't care what the synopsis is. Make sure, no matter what you do, you always have enough money to make it home. And I don't care if that is via bus, train, plane, however. There's multiple different levels of transportation. Make sure you got enough money to get home, no matter what. And somewhere to, I don't know, that's just one of my big things. And I personally, if I was a girl to get flued out in my 20s, I probably would have did dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, made dumb decisions, dumb mistakes. But I think I'm like you, Lex. I'm one of those people, I think everybody damn near that try to talk to me is a serial killer. I automatically just look at them as such. Like, your intentions aren't my intentions. I know mine are good, but I can't guarantee that yours are. So I know for the most part, like you said, with men, you know, back then during those younger times, it's always been about, you know, nobody was really looking for love. Let's be for real. Like, if you linking people, you're linking them because, oh, they look good. It was always surface. And then you got to know me, and then you fell in love with me. And then that's how you got to know me. But the intentions from the gate was always bullshit. Good. You know what I'm saying?
And P, truthfully, now that you do mention it, it wasn't a fly out story, but I did have one horror story I want to mention when I was in Miami. My cousin, she had booked to go get her body done. So when we went out there, she wanted me to go with her. So when she went out there to get the procedure done, so she did not, like, the first day she stayed in, what you call the houses?
Recovery home.
The recovery home, yeah. She stayed there for like a day or two maybe. And then we had a hotel room. So there was this guy that I had met back here in Atlanta, African guy. And he was like, oh, I'm going to come out there and show you a good time, which he did. He came out there probably on day 3 or 4 when she was starting to heal a little bit, and I was able to leave her alone. He had ended up taking me to, first he took me to, we went on like a boat ride together. Then we got the boat. He took me to this steakhouse. It's very popular out there. I don't think it was Komodo. We went there for dinner, and we ended up going to, it wasn't Live, it was Story. We went to Story, and Tory Lanez was performing, and he introduced me to Tory Lanez. I went backstage, everything. But the only hiccup I had with that situation, we had such a good time. I was drinking, and I think I got a little too much under the influence. And instead of him taking me directly back to my cousin, we ended up going back to his hotel room, which was at the Fountain Blue. And it's like, we made out, but I can't even remember how it happened, what happened. I was just that intoxicated. And when I look back on it, I don't respect him for
as
that.
As a gentleman, you should have took me back.
Like, you should have took me back. I don't even remember what happened. I woke up like, well, what did we do? Like,
no, and that is like great advice to give women in their 20s is to, like, be careful about that. Like, never let your guard down that much, you know what I'm saying, or feel comfortable. I think I've always been big on that because trust been broke early for me as a kid. I've been not trusting people. So I think that's something I was sharp at. It's like watching the surroundings, even though you can't deter what might happen or anything like that. I'm just never been like gave that, oh, I'm drunk, friendly girl, sloppy, not on my shit type of energy.
And I
you let your hair down.
I knew them prior months before. We had hung out here in Atlanta. Maybe I would say we hung out 5, 6, 7 times here in Atlanta prior to going to Miami.
So y'all very comfortable and familiar with each other. But so it's just like, when it's like, if it ain't somebody you locked in with, that guard is still automatically up when you in your dating era. You got to, because you really learning a person as you link up. You feel what I'm saying? You learning a person. So yeah, that was a good story though. But that's a great way to tell the girls is to just like pay attention to those type of red flags as far as you immediately cut him short. Once it was like, you know, you didn't make me feel like you responded to that in the correct gentleman type of way that I would feel comfortable for you to respond to. Right. Because those are the tests that men naturally take the partners through to see if you'll pass or fail. That's why I always tell people with me, you're always on a test. It's always one, baby. Until I put a ring on it and jump the broom, it's still test. Husband gonna be on test. Because you really get to learn people instead of wondering what would they do in this situation. Or, no, baby, I'm gonna go on and test it to see. So I know how to move.
That's
for real. I'll be like, I ain't never going no trip with them again. Or, you know, or whatever the case may be. That way you know how to put a person. Like, no, we can only link, you know, in my comfortability.
That's true. That is.
That's true. That's good advice.
Okay, ladies, we don't covered a lot, but what I do want to say is if y'all have financial tips or financial mistakes you made in your 20s that you wish you knew in your 30s. I want to tell myself in my 20s that I wish I knew in my 30s would be to save. Save, and immediately when I start touching paper, I should have started studying. You know, even if I didn't go to school for it, I should have really put myself to the test, opened them correct books, and studied financial literacy. You feel what I'm saying? I should have, you know, I should have, even if I wasn't taught that, I don't even care about that. I should have took that initiative to just stop worried about making the money. I think I was so focused on making the money that I didn't learn how to structure the money, how to place the money for it to work for me in the long run. So I feel like that's something I do regret that I wasn't educated in. Yeah. I just had two hustler parents, so in my DNA, it was natural for me to hustle. Like, you know, the hustle is my thrive. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes fast money leaves the quickest. You feel what I'm saying? So I wish I would have just, and also another thing I wish I would tell myself in my 20s that I don't think I realized because it was something new was like, you're going to get older. You get what I'm saying? Not even realizing, I think in my career, I didn't realize like, oh, whoever the young poppin' is, that's who runs the older crowd and the younger crowd. I didn't get that. So in my career, I was more like, why are all these old ladies beefing with me or don't like me? And I would never be like them when I get that age, which I still won't. You know, I just, you know, I don't hate on the next girl coming up. That ain't me. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't my personality. But even though I experienced a lot of that when I was a young girl, I will always open the door, baby. It's always, the back door is always open for anybody who's younger than me that want to be taught the game correctly or want to be inspired. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish I would have, even though you know your worth, I wish I would have stood on my worth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, once I found out companies were making for me, they was making more money I was making for myself, I wish I just, like I said, educated myself financially a little bit more to set myself up in longevity. Another thing that I learned in my 30s, baby, is the material things. The material things mean nothing. You can't take it with you. It's not going, babe. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be for other people to fulfill, and you know, whoever you pass it down to, but the materials don't matter. You know, buying things are classic. You know, I'm a classic girl in my 30s. I don't follow trends. I don't care if I miss a season of a Chanel. That does not matter. I'm getting that exact Chanel that is timeless. Baby, some of the trendy stuff I'ma skip. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna hold its value anyway. So learning about even vintage with a person, vintage with a bag, vintage with jewelry, vintage with cars. That's another thing, cars. You know, that's another thing I wanted to tell myself is just to be smarter. I was out here playing GTA with whips. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to learn how to follow rules. I didn't follow none of the Georgia laws. That cost me so much money. That hit my pockets crazy. And it was like, the pockets was full, so I wasn't feeling it. But when you get older, you like, hold on, I'm tired of paying tickets. And you know, when you get older, start sitting in there, it was wild and fun then. But when you get older, you be like, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of, like, how I'm tired of paying bills. I don't like bills. I'm tired. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that was just because I was a stand-up girl with a stand-up dude, and I like to hold my own. You feel what I'm saying? And I held my own majority of my relationship. So when I got tired, y'all had to tell me to kick my feet up. I didn't even know how to kick my feet up. I felt uncomfortable. But once they explained to me, you can still be the boss and kick your feet up. Oh, I linked back, and I've been comfortable ever since. But I still try to always know how to pay a bill. I never like lose my independence. I still do my boss things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like those are like 3 top things that financially, blowing money on material things, and like taking things like your car serious, and just responsible things that's not to be played with. Those days I could have hurt people. Anything could have happened. God forbid, and he was watching over me and my bad decisions. But as I get older, those are the things I learned when my insurance is high. And you know, things like that. You know, like those are like my biggest pet peeves in my 30s. Last one, y'all could go, is my patience. I learned patience in my 30s, which I love for me. I used to want things right now. I got to have it. If I say I want it, I need it now. But when I got older, I learned patience, and I learned, like I said before, with the getting the ladder thing, it's like when you have patience and things come for you. Say you want your dream car or you want your dream crib, and it just ain't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? When you get in the 30s, we learn that patience, and it's going to be permanent. kids.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And God rewards his patient kids, his obedient kids. And that's what I had to learn. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can have all of these things, but I'm blessed to say I still have them. Only because I locked in 2022 the way I supposed to. You feel what I'm saying? The humble don't stumble. When money was going down, things of that nature, I locked in. Hold on, God, what you trying to show me? Let me get right. You feel what I'm saying? And he humbled me. He most definitely humbled me. He most definitely humbled me because I always been a confident girl. But he had to, because he like, I don't spoiled you all the way, and then now you done lost your little mind. So I gotta reel you back on in. You feel what I'm saying? And I needed that. And that was like 2022 to 2024.
It happened at the perfect point at your life. I feel like your timing was perfect.
No, for real. And I'm grateful for that because it taught me so much and it wised me up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we want to be the loud, our culture want to be the loudest in the room, but I've learned to be the quietest because usually the quietest are the most wealthy, the humble ones. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned that when I left my 20s and my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Start learning things of value. Even when I with Land Rover for years and years and years, and they only looked at, when I say, hey, baby, I've been with y'all since 18, 19 years old, and they look at that like, oh, wow, because people don't even do that. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? They didn't still hold me to no type of value. So, you get what I'm saying? You make these relationships with brands and things, materials, but that shit don't hold no value. You go buy a car right now, you ride off the lot, baby, it's depreciated. We just took a Benz up there yesterday. Them folks said this, that, like, huh? We just bought this that's how material works. And I just learned that in my 30s, and that's just been the best thing I ever learned. And I learned how to save my money. Learning how to, I don't need 8 sweatsuits black. And I laugh at this with my crew all the time. Because we come from I need 22 black sweatsuits, 22 brown ones, like type of lifestyle. But you have to learn how to minimalize things because some of that shit is just a waste of money. All the time. Just because you can don't mean that you should. You feel what I'm saying? And those are the type of things I love. And I really, every time when I'm out shopping with them, because that's when I really save the most, because watching them spend it just is enough for me. But it also it helps me. No, I tell them that. I'm like, I ain't buying that, y'all. Like I tell my sister that all the time. But it helps me. But it's also a challenge for me, which I love challenging myself too. As older as I get, I like to see, can you do this? Because it's like I tell people all the time, it's easy to do the bad shit. It's hard to do the good shit. And that's where I done flipped it. I was bad for so long in my 20s. I hurt a bunch of people. Savage. You know, but I live in my truth. Savage. You play with me, I fit to cross the line. Savage. But that's why I tell people that is from my daddy's side, that's in my DNA automatically. So if I want to get on that, it's already in here. But I choose to choose God and choose the right way because it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy. That's perfect. It's easy to choose the wrong route.
It's easy to choose the wrong route. It's easy to slime somebody else. It's easy to jug. You feel what I'm saying? But it's hard to not. It's hard to say, even if it's slow, I'm gonna stick it out because guess what? My faith bigger than anything.
Slow money better than no money too.
Hello? And living just comfortable. Living comfortable. That's why when we talk about the snakes, it's like snakes don't fear me no more because it's like you have a clock, a timer. Eventually you're not even gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about survival. You see, that's how you see, like, not to even speak negatively, but the Krishan girl. Like with Krishan, just last year, Krishan was, the richest thing. She was calling people broke. She was, she was talking about her audience and stuff like that. And then God humbled her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, he did.
I seen a clip where she was going to her purse, like thinking money was in there, but so used to it probably being in there. You get what I'm saying? But that's real life. And then God will humble you, and you have to realize, damn, the money gone.
Even her baby daddy.
I went through that. You feel what I'm saying? The money gone. I might not that level, but I went, where the money don't drill down, it ain't looking as healthy as it was. You feel what I'm saying? And that's when, let me get on the line with God. Let me get right because my karma, which everyone has, is coming regardless. It came and it knocked on my door and I had to answer it because guess what? I practice what I preach. I stand on business. I got to stand on business. I have to stand in that. Like Sissy said, standing in your decision. You feel what I'm saying? I had to stand in that.
I want to leave off with just saying that if you're having any doubt about getting your together, then take just take action today. Start locking in on you and your financial freedom. Focus on your credit. You know, just jot down your goals. Don't go into 2026 with the same habits because, I mean, they become habits when you kind of financially keep
doing the same
thing, repeating the same cycle.
Yep.
So I guess I would just say lock in now on yourself, because I mean, if you sit there and you have bad credit now, you'll have bad credit still in 2 years. It won't change itself.
Say that.
So definitely reach out to me if you guys need help.
Yes, drop all the deets.
Right, your
definitely. You can reach out through Instagram at Lush Financial Services.
No, I'm a client, y'all, myself, and baby, I'm at an 850. I'm having grandma them credit.
Hello.
I'm having grandma them type credit, and I tell everybody who will listen, for real, like my girl did that, and what I had was patience, and I told her from the beginning, I was like, girl, I ain't tripping, handle that, and let me, because and what I used to tell you, Sissy, all the time, I'd be like, I guess you get to a space where you're financially good. So it ain't like you need a loan, you need you know what I'm saying? It's just, I had that patience where I'm good, so I'm going to let this thing build itself, work itself out, and have patience. And the next thing I looked up, it was just going up and up and up and up. And it's been doing that ever since. And I feel like I was such a great client because I was never getting on my girl nerves or none of that. Because I know how that feel could be crazy with customers.
I had to tell her, I said, you do realize that you're ready for AMX. You ready to join the big girl league. I said, it's time to join the big girl league. Like, come on now. Hang up all those baby credit cards. Like, it's time to get unlimited.
Yeah.
It's time to do an app today.
No, she did.
That's another thing.
She came to the house to see me when she got her card.
Yeah, I did.
I said, it's time for you to go ahead and apply. And then another thing too is, well, even with my clients, I don't even charge additional fees to show you how to get approved for this funding. Once I help you establish your credit, I'm gonna tell you how to get it. I'm gonna tell you how to apply, when to apply, and what to put on there. Just to be sure that you got
GP, because it's that gratification of knowing that you did that. Help somebody do that.
Definitely.
And that's good. That's one thing. Like, me and my sister don't met plenty people who work in that field. Even I met more through my sister, because she's always been real nerdy into credit and stuff herself personally. I tell Lex all the time, don't try to discuss nothing with me about it. Don't try to teach me nothing, because it's too many words, too much information, and I have to read about something I'm actually interested in. I'm not interested in nobody sending me their credit, and I'm not. And I tell my friend, that's one thing I love about us, is everybody got to know their role. I'm not trying to be my sister. My sister not trying to be me. Vice versa. Like, that's why we just vibe, because everybody stand on their own. You feel what I'm saying? I would never try to be a credit guru. I like my friend playing her role better than anybody. You know.
Agreed.
So
and we're all good at what we do. So it's like, why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
So I'll never, but I feel like you're the most professional in your field, and you so young. You really still a baby. You know what I'm saying? But you handle that. You feel what I'm saying? I never, even as a friend, I never hear you complaining really about customers or this girl. Like, it just never give ghetto. Like, you hold yourself professional. Period. Like, how when me and they step in a situation, we big about business, and that's big with you. Like, you always keep it professional. It's so many people that say they do taxes and credit and this and that, but they really ain't trustworthy, and they make it look bad for other black women like you, who you actually stand on what you say. You ain't playing. You ain't never let me see nobody information. You ain't never played them type of games.
Don't play about my clients.
Exactly.
Say that
and that's hard to
find. Play about my clients. My clients are
that is hard.
Because a lot of scam and flip play them. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just what we want to let out. You're trustworthy. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all should feel 100% comfortable.
For sure.
This is facts.
And I'm one of the girls that have to get it together, because Lex and me definitely have to link. Since my sister even started her journey, like, I literally supposed to bend. Like, when my sister first got started, she was like, Sissy, I'm telling you, you need to sit down with Lex. Like, y'all need to start working.
Lock in before 2026.
Yes, but no, that's why I told you, this
is a start.
Whatever time this week you have, we definitely gotta lock in.
And my sister, like I said, she's so educated in that area, because she done told me and put me on stuff. I probably don't listen, but she done said it. And where my sister, I just kept pushing her because I know she's busy. You can't do everything you think you can do in a day. You feel what I'm saying?
To pull up with her.
So sometimes you need, when you got a little sister that can do it, why are you the big sister trying to take all that on your, when you got a little sister that know how to do it?
Now, you must work well under pressure too a lot.
I do. I realized that, and I just said that about myself, which, like you said, don't wait until 2026 to change your bad habits. That's actually one of my things that was on my list when you said that, because I just told Charity, I was like, I don't want to wait until all that fake ass 2026 new year, new me. I've never been into that, first of all. Ben grew out of that a long time ago. I just was real with myself. But what I did say was I'm changing my habits before the new year. Before December 31st, I need to have changed 3 of my habits that I know is holding me back or hindering me.
Yeah.
So that's one of them was making sure I stop procrastinating with you in particular, to stop procrastinating with you. Because that's something that I'm geeked about, is growing my credit. Like, I literally have a infatuation with my credit score and my credit profile, everything about it, just because of where I know personally I brought it from and where it's at currently. So I could just imagine handing it to you for a fact of what it can do.
What we can do.
Because I ain't handing you, it ain't terrible. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just needs we need some work, a little places, fix some little hits and there. But I know what I need, and it's just that part of me, the procrastination and all of that type of things that I do. But when you say that, it is true. I do work under pressure. I am a person that, if it's due at 6, I'm wait till 5:30.
Procrastinator too.
And I know it takes 30 minutes to do it, but I'm gonna do it at 5:30, and I'm gonna finish it at 5:45 just to tell myself, you did that. You so smart.
And feel really good about it.
It feel good, but it's so wrong. It's so stupid.
So wrong.
It's so stupid.
I think I
Take it from me. Procrastination
I do the same thing.
is ignorant. Procrastination is not okay. It's okay to give yourself a little thrill every now and then. And I'm looking in the camera for this, so because procrastination is ignorant. It's very ignorant.
It is.
It's not a real thing. It's a habit that I want to break. I know where I get this from, and I just got to change it because I just know I don't want to be stuck like that. I just don't want it. It's not for me.
And that's in my journey through 2020-24, like, that's one thing I dropped then was procrastination, and I start going by my calendar and schedule and all this stuff I like to do, but it brings me peace because it keeps me to get it done instead of waiting last minute, because I had that back saying, Aquarius, we love to they say we do our best work under pressure. But then I'm getting older, so pressure really not that adventurous, now I like to diddle-daddle through my life like a little princess. That's me. That's what I want to do. So the pressure ain't really a thrill no more. You feel what I'm saying? So that is like, now that it's about to be the end of the year, y'all was talking about things y'all want to let go. I feel like we can end it by saying one thing we're working on now. We stepping in 2026. All we're working on is, my sissy just told us, mine would be listening to my gut. Like, as far as my designs, things I'm releasing, it's like going back to listen to my gut, because that's what got me here today. It's like, don't question it. Don't think about what people will like, what they don't like. You got here today by listening to your gut and listening to yourself. So that is like something that I do want to work on as far as for 2026.
That's amazing.
It's like trusting myself. Don't be so untrust where you don't trust, and you start down yourself. Like, so that's something. What about you, Lex? What's something you want to work on?
I think mine would be time management for 2026.
Good one.
I think that next year I just want to do everything like gracefully. Like I don't want to feel rushed. I just want to learn how to balance things out, because now I'm in this new chapter in my life, this new era where I'm a bonus mom right now.
Ooh,
I'm like, I'm balancing my work life, my love life. I'm building a relationship with girls, and they're not baby girls. They are my baby girls, but they are of age. They're of age. So it's like just trying to find the time to be able to do everything without feeling so overwhelmed. Because some days, me and my boyfriend, my partner, we are navigating through those things. But it's times where I almost be about to crash out a little bit. Like, wait, I didn't sign up for this. And then I look back and I'm like, just be grateful for where you are, because when I also hear about outside stories, I'm like, I'm grateful for my situation. It could be worse. So just learning how, because I think I've been very selfish. I'll just put it that way. I have been very selfish with my time. I've been able to wake up every day, and with that 24 hours, I'm able to do what I want to do. Leave when I want to, come back, work on my business at this point. Don't have to worry about dinner. I'll go have
drinks
5-star.
Go
and that's a realization I made with myself like 2 days ago when I seen a girl on TikTok. She was like, y'all know the reason we really, because I've asked me why I ain't got kids kids. Y'all know the reason we really don't got kids because I'm selfish. And I was like, you know what? I need to. That's what I got to step into. That I can't selfish. I make 100 excuses, but truly, that's what it is.
We are nurturing by nature.
Yeah,
but for the most part, we think about it. We like,
you like that comfortability. I always say I ain't gonna be able to jump in and out the car, like but you make up those excuses, but to just say, bitch, I'm selfish.
I'm selfish.
I just don't want to take care of nobody besides myself.
I don't want to say
not in a sense of like everything you do, everything you breathe, everything
that
you think depends on me.
Yes.
I prefer,
that's a lot of pressure.
I prefer for me to pick you up when I wanted to be on me.
It changes.
You get what I'm saying? Like picking you up and then it's on me. I understand that. I plan for that pressure.
No,
but
the way they're
pressure
fed,
that you
clothes, get to school on time.
I'm not really tripping on kids. It's me personally. Me wanting my sister to have a child, and that being my child with my sister as well as my brother-in-law. But me just being the third parent. That's it.
You don't want any kids?
I'm at 35 years old. My desire is just not that.
Oh wow!
It's like I didn't come this far. Not to say that I can't be married in a year or two and still produce a family. I can't. Again, this is another one of those conversations that I don't know the walk. I don't know what my boy got up.
Has planned.
I just don't know. But for me, I'm content. I can say with all of me that I'm content to say I'm very confident saying if it don't happen,
and that's so healthy.
I can feel like I can agree with you.
Yeah, that's so healthy. And like sisters, like it's up to the man above. I think I came to that. Like I'm okay if but of course you want that. But I'm okay. I'm just okay. I feel like that's the healthiness of it. You feel what I'm saying? As a woman,
women do go through
because some people
life depressed because they cannot produce a kid or they try and it's like. I said, I don't really know if I can or can't because I ain't never tried to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I've never been pregnant a day in my life. I never had an abortion in my life.
No, you
yes,
good,
I
girl.
have been young. I have been dumb. I done lied to these niggas before and told them that I done been pregnant with their kids. That I was never pregnant
We all have done that.
Like,
I've
done that. And that is my truth for 2025.
Right, you let it out.
Back in my 20s, I have lied to a few of you. Two of my main boyfriends definitely.
She about to say her favorite.
Right.
Everybody got a fave.
I was going to say favorite. And it's just, I have been young and just did stupid shit like that.
Just wild card.
It's not cute, ladies. I don't advise nobody to do that. It's a lot of things, again, going back to that regret shit that it's just like, girl, why was you even doing that? Because now in my life now, it's like I cringe when I hear things like that. And it's like, that was so
I remember I did that in high school to a nigga I don't know why, to make him more in love. And this nigga started telling everybody, especially when we got older. And I was never pregnant by that nigga. But he believed it because I told him that. He started telling people. Then, when it get back to your track record years later, you like, I did not want that to text me. I'm like, baby, that was not want to say it's a lie, but baby, I was never pregnant by that.
No, I don't know that man.
No offense, but yes, that's one of my things that I definitely could say. Like, it's just been like, it ain't happened before, so I don't see. It may be one of them things that it just won't happen, so it's not.
Nothing impossible with God.
I'm not going to spend my life trying to go through this. Why can't I or why don't I have a child? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. I feel like God knows me. I've been around kids all of my life, and at some point in my life, I started losing patience for kids. So I feel like
the older you get, you do.
Because I had started so young dealing with kids.
Me too.
Playing with them children.
I've had kids already. I don't think people realize
you don't help raise people.
That makes us feel better because when I was younger, helping out with people's kids, I used to enjoy the fact that I was able to return them.
Yes.
So it made me not want any.
Yes.
Because I was
it's
like, I'm enjoying this auntie shit.
And when my sister was heavy on the auntie, I was not because I was younger. So I was already like, don't bring that baby in here. Like, I'm not. But
I had a really bad
only
thing.
my nephew, the only one, and he still caught, Scooty, he still caught hell that he was mad when I would put him out. But like my sister would like babysit kids, and she would do the whole 9 yards, multiple, not just one. And I just was never taking any part. So even like when I, do represent us for nieces and nephews now because she's at work, I feel like that's fair. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't do it back then.
So now you're compensating for it.
I wasn't doing none of that. So, I feel like it's fair now that I have more time and, I can pick up wherever. we need to pick up at.
That's true. And my sister do that, because at this point now, it's no offense to my nieces and nephews, but my willpower and my desire for everybody is just different.
But you know what? I only feel like that, sister, because you love kids. I only feel like that too because you deal with people all day.
No, but that's what I'm saying. My willpower and my desire for people is so strong. I'm not in the headspace anymore where I can allow people to be around me and not tell you the truth or the real. That's just why I'm at.
Become
so
that person
kids
too.
are not kids because everybody is at such age where everybody is like, I'm on Instagram and I'm saying my niece like her boyfriend she excited for her boyfriend to get his Christmas gift and she this, and I'm like, I ain't even thought about buying nobody shit for Christmas and you already got your nigga something. And it's just like these kids are advanced. So
they're
for
different.
me,
they're different.
It's just the only desire I have for them is to just make sure they're hip enough to understand that
life. Yep.
The shit y'all cherish, I don't want that to be y'all. Like to have aunties that literally have the ability to really give you as much game as me and my sister can provide to our nieces.
Been there, done it.
It's not valued enough. You get what I'm saying? And it hurts me to
they don't listen.
Yeah, it hurts me I just don't want them to be lost. If it's anything that I could do, I want to save them from themselves, from them thinking that what they think is cool right now is not longevity. It's nothing behind it. Because we have a niece that we really got to work on. And it's so sad and it'd be so embarrassing for me personally because I spend so much time at my job trying to help these young girls think differently, develop their mind, change their thought process. And I really got my own that I could be spending that time with or giving that to. But it's just, what I want to say is community. We got to stop depending on the aunties, the uncles, the mamas, the daddies. Like, it has to be as a whole, as people. We got to get back to the core of when people was genuine for real. Like, these days you can't trust nobody. So if a person give you advice or say something to you, you got to go research it. You got to go guess it. You got to go make sure the facts are right. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to back then, you could get information and you would, okay, cool. This is what it is. We solid on that. We can trust that this is what the word is. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a person I'm already a researcher. So I guarantee you, if I done said it to you, I already done read it. I done skimmed through anything with information. I done double checked it. So I'm a person that if you don't trust my word, I'm not going to give you a word again. Because I promise you that the word that I gave you is the facts. It's the truth. It's not bullshit, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just a person I prefer to be around people that we can have a conversation, a real conversation. I'm just past all the empty, like, some relationships, family, friends, whatever the situation, it's not going to work for me for where I'm headed. And I've realized that. I've come to grips with that. I'm a person that I'll sit in my house for 2-3 days. My sister noticed I don't got to talk on the phone. I don't have to be on Instagram. I don't have to have any communication with the free world. I can literally mask and sit in happiness, bliss.
That's so much
to
peace.
myself. Like, that's how much I know for a fact that if it don't serve me in a way where I'm feeling like you're doing good for yourself, not just me, but your elevation for your life, what is your choices, I personally can't be a part of it. And I've learned that for myself. I feel that it's progressing with my age. I've learned that, like, my patience and my tolerance, and I'm a person where I'm always going to work to defend myself. I'm always going to make sure I stand up for me. But now I done got to the point, I'm not weak. I'm so strong, I don't want to defend myself. This strength is so heavy, I can't defend myself to you. Like, think what you want to think, and I'm going to laugh it off. It's a kiki. Oh, okay. Okay.
Totally agree.
At this point, whatever.
Like I used to tell Lex all the time, only your opinion matters when it comes to you, baby. You have the final say so. You are the head honcho of you.
Yes.
So what you think about it, how you feel, what you want to do, what fills your cup is what matters first. Because if your cup ain't full, if you don't take them days where you just want silence and you want to just sit in your own energy, then you can't be good for nobody else. You gonna be drained out. You gonna be exhausted. You're not gonna show your best self. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you is always important. Like,
you is always important.
And people don't understand that, but women got it. They put a man before them. They put a career before them. They put money before them. They put materials before themselves. But if you ain't whole, and that's where haters come in at. That's where all that come in at. My first thing be like, oh, you unhappy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I don't hate on nobody. Because I'm so good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so confident. I could be in a room with the baddest, the flyest, the richest, and you can't tell me I ain't the baddest in there. That's just how I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
that's all women. I wish all women thought like that. Because my sister know. You didn't even know. I hate to see a girl who don't know her value, and I see all the potential. I be like, oh, boo, no, we got to get this together. Let's wrap this into shape immediately.
But
I remind my sister
she used to
all
have
the
to do that
time.
to me a lot. Like, a lot. Like, a lot.
Because a lot of things that I tell y'all is because I've been on discovered them or lived through them before. So I'm never going to speak on something I'm not experienced in. I might have had a day where I doubted myself. I just doubt myself differently. I doubt myself quietly. I don't speak on it. If I didn't like something about myself, I don't speak on what I don't like about myself. You would never know that. You would never hear that. But, you know, so that's how I'm able to tell y'all, okay, this how you navigate that to get where you need. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on live through it just quietly. But that's just how that's my personality though. You know that about pride.
Like you said,
a mystery.
Yeah.
And it's like different because y'all wear y'all hearts on y'all sleeve. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always super protective of people who cut like y'all too, because it's like you gotta protect that because you know your heart is delicate. It's very, that's delicate. That's what you need for your body to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I'm always like, y'all protect that. Protect your energy, but have TSA to access you. You know what I'm saying? They got to go through the airport security system to get to you because you are the value. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why people, when you wonder why people gravitate towards me, my sister, all her career, she done stayed with crews and stuff. And she may or may not have thought, why people gravitate towards me? But I remind her all the time, they gravitate you because you her. You carry a light, boo.
Hey, girl.
You can't, you don't live in a dark space, love. You feel what I'm saying? You might have had dark days, but you don't live in a dark space. So that light is what they're gravitated to. And some people are going to be good for you that follow the light, and some people are going to be bad for you. But that goes back to your discernment to differentiate the two. You know what I'm saying? Or asking God, hey, God, show me the way. I'm getting a little confused. Getting crowded. I'm big on this getting crowded. When it's getting crowded in my life, I do a clean sweep. Yeah, that's me. I'm big on it because I can't see. It's too many people.
It's too many. That's true.
I like that, sis.
Yeah, for sure.
That's facts. My girl be
and I do that once a year, twice a year. Really, like now that I got older, it used to be twice a year because I've been on it, had so many different fake friends and all that. But now it's like once a year. Once a year, I do a clean sweep. Like, who got to go?
Absolutely.
That's real. That's a good one.
That's facts.
I like that.
Well, y'all, I enjoyed y'all.
I enjoyed this episode too. I had a rough start at the beginning, not the beginning of the episode, but the beginning at the get ready part to get to the episode. And the devil was fucking with me for real. But I'm so glad I came. I really think this was a dope episode. It was good having you here, Lex. I enjoyed you, man.
No, I enjoyed you, my girl. I appreciate you. You ain't nothing but like an additional sister.
I'm like, you almost giving very much co-host as well. Like, very naturally fit.
Very naturally fit. So we definitely going to be bringing my girl back. Make sure y'all comment how y'all feel about this episode. And, of course, her information for her brand and her business will be in the description. So y'all can actually reach out and start, getting your life right for 2026, getting your credit right, start living how you dress. Me and Lex, like, we have packs every year. We've been doing the last 2 years with our mood boards, even though we haven't did our mood board party yet. But life been life and y'all, holidays, and it's a lot going on, so it's okay. It's gonna get done. But yeah, like, we've been doing these manifestation boards. It really started with my sister, but she didn't complete hers, and then I just started trickling some shit I don't use, and I brought it to our friendship. Like, actually, let's start, like, we literally sit on the phone, and honestly, we haven't did a physical board together, but we do these virtual boards on the phone where we just talk about what we want, and I'd be like, okay, let's, like, we really have, like, a spiritual board that we do, and it works, and it's been working the last 2 years to where we at today, and I tell her, like, do you see we really manifest? That's beautiful. Like, that's why you gotta watch your tongue. Yeah, sure. Because we talked about this, and we're at that place.
Watch your tongue and watch your mates, and mates in life, and mates in friendships. It just makes a difference in your manifestation too. Absolutely. Because if you have a good mate, and y'all both on the same tees and the same, like, the power is so different.
No, that's true.
It's so
That's true.
different.
Like how you surround, who you surround yourself with. For real.
Because that's unbeknownst to yourself, it's the motivation that you need, if it makes sense. Like, you want to go up a hill with somebody that you can trust who going up a hill as
With
well.
you.
Because
you're
everybody
gonna
gonna
talk
have
me through those steps of, okay, friend, I'm gonna breathe and you gonna push me up, and then you gonna breathe and I'm gonna push you up.
No, for
It's just
sure.
that back and forth.
For sure. That's our friendship for sure. It'd be like, when I'm weak, you got me. Yeah. Vice versa. Like, when I need you,
Everybody
I got you.
that.
And that's big. And that's why I tell her diamonds are a dozen, baby. They rare. And they value don't decrease, they increase when they're rare. So I treat all my girls and people that I let into my personal space as their value plus tax. And I would say any woman should do the same. And my people treat me as that as well, because that's all I'm giving up. You feel what I'm saying? So but I enjoyed you, my girl. Thank you for coming out.
Yes.
Sissy, you want to close it out? I opened it.
Yes, you did open it. Oh my God, I gotta work on this intro with my sister for real. That's something that I have to practice for real. Because every time we sit down and you be like, "All right, ready to get it started, Sissy," and I'm like,
P gonna hop right
"What's up, Sissy?"
Yeah, she gonna hop right on in.
No, we didn't even do the and I'm like, okay, so that's the part I really gotta practice that, because I'm just really trying to sit down and have a conversation, but real. I have to remember the intro.
But it's okay because that's the thing about our dynamic. It's like, and that's what a sister is for a lifetime. Where you lack, baby, I pick you up.
That's
you feel what I'm saying? So, hey.
Yes, because my sister is holding this down. She's keeping it connected. My girl done got so many extensions.
She is my hardest client.
She have gotten so many.
The hardest client.
No, for real. She have gotten so many extension cords trying to make sure everything stay connected. She just keep getting extensions.
I'm weak. That's a good way to put it.
But I got you, sissy.
No,
I really do.
I know you do.
Everything be having a process for me.
No, for sure. And that's what I feel like. That's what keeps me going. It's just watching y'all grow, watching me grow. Just growth. You know what I'm saying? When I first met Lex compared to now, my girl brain is sharp. I be like, ooh, that's mine right there. Yes. That's just 2 years of friendship and many more to go. Yeah. So it's just like
I be about to teach each other things.
Yes, teach each other things. Like how she taught me credit. That's what I lack in my
life. I feel like is that. Not in a sense, I don't want to offend nobody, if that makes sense. When it comes to the friendship part, like how you saying how y'all are, like y'all are literally, y'all entrepreneur together as well. Y'all do it together. Like I have literally been the video girl for some content that y'all shooting multiple times, and it's a good time to see it because it's same page, same level, and it's respect. And are you comfortable? You good? You got what you needed before we move on to me? It's a beautiful thing.
Respect. In your 30s, you kind of demand and require that. If we respect each other, then
what we doing here? Because it's a hard thing, but I do crave that part of it outside of my sister, if that makes sense. Because I love that she have you outside of me, because with my work and what I be doing, I don't really live the same lifestyle. I don't have the same luxury of freedom, if that makes sense.
Because you have a busy work schedule.
Do probably whatever I choose to do if I wanted to be off and take off. I'm just not a take off kind of person, and my sister know that I don't like to take off work.
Girl, your loyalty is finest.
Yeah, it's deeper than I can understand.
And sometimes it's just comfortability. You comfortable with certain things, but we all know you have a lifestyle of work, but you even admitted why you let work distract you from your, you know what I'm saying? So all of it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? And most importantly, it makes sense to you because it's your life. But I feel like you have that, but when work is like, that's how I look at it. I watch movies of women who work a lot, and I just be seeing sometimes you don't have time for friends, sometimes you don't have family. So I guess I always have a lot of empathy, especially if you're doing something good. If you out there making sure your life is how you want it and you doing what's right, because there's people out here that choose to be beggars. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
I always, I give my sister as much grace as I can. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand what she go through, and I tell her all the time, I can do that. I can feel your shoes, baby. So I try to always understand and be an understander, because that is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work a lot. So she know all kind of people, different levels, different places. You feel what I'm saying? But she may don't sit in rooms with them no more or do certain things because she is busy. And when she ain't at work, she tired.
Yeah.
And when she ain't tired, she now doing a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's like you still don't have time, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's like 2026.
Okay. I'm
it
just
can
have
get
to
better.
get in
Time
with y'all.
management
That
for you
just stay
in
on y'all with
2026,
y'all.
time management with you as well. Me and you both.
Time management is definitely at the top because that goes right into that procrastination flow for sure. Put me in on y'all
that's why I
board
take
party.
accountability.
No, for real. But we threw with her in the spiritual version.
We're going to host something, though. I was just
we
actually
definitely got to do something.
We can. I'm down. And
vision board
always
party or
down to
something.
put
And all of our locations in reasonable
makes
areas.
sense.
You know, for sure.
makes sense.
Well, I enjoyed you, my girl. Thank you for being on our episode 2. We love to have you back again. Make sure you follow my girl, my Ace Boone Coon. And yeah, we'll see y'all on the next episode.
And just to let y'all know, this shit is unscripted.
It's unscripted. Bye.
And thank you. Shout out to my boy Dre. Always
Shout out to
making
Dre,
sure.
always holding it down. Our producer, the biggest in the city, the best,
biggest, the only.
biggest on the north. You feel what I'm saying? I love him.
He
Thank you.
literally
Shout out to
always
Dre.
making it happen.